Hey, yo, Mr. White, I know another superhero that we could take down.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Well, you almost had him. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for Invincible. This one's going to be doing my next review for Invincible Season 3. This is for Season 3, Episode 6, which is called All I Can Say Is I'm Sorry. So, yeah, some sorry-ass people this episode. Holy shit. So, we finally have Powerplex in Invincible. This is a character from the comics I've been waiting to get to, and, well, they did a great job on this. The actor that voices him is no other than Aaron Paul, or as we all know him, Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad. You can't get better than that. Powerplex, played by Aaron Paul. I was already geeking out the second I saw this episode. I was like, this is so fucking cool. So obviously the story goes with Powerplex is that obviously when Omni-Man and Invincible were having that fight of theirs, they obviously crashed through a building, innocent people got hurt and stuff like that, and now we're seeing his perspective as people that he cared about, got killed and obviously got hurt. And then that kind of sets up the plot of the episode where now he wants to kill Invincible because of that. That's one of the things I always liked about his character in the comics, and this is why he was one of my favorites, is because I like the tragedy and the realism of what would really happen to certain people that would witness Invincible doing all this, even though it's not totally his fault, but it is still somewhat his fault, you know what I mean? So in this guy's perspective, he wants to fucking kill him, you know what I mean? And I must admit, it was hard for me to contain my excitement when I heard this wonderful performance from Aaron Paul, where he was like, he can't keep getting away with this, and like all this shit. And he's like, he can't just keep, what is he supposed to do? Get away with it, we can't let him do this, I was like, this is just Jesse Pinkman, like, this is crazy. But anyway, I loved it. I loved his character. I loved the inclusion of his character in the story, and I thought it was really, really cool. Now, most of the episode focuses on that. The only other thing that really goes down besides his plot is you do have a few scenes between Rex and Ray where she kind of decides that she's probably going to step down from this whole thing. She's just kind of not cut out for this, she almost kind of thinks, and she almost feels like, you know what, like a normal life is kind of more my style, you know what I mean? And then Rex kind of tells her, like, he's like, this is kind of all I've known. I changed my identity because of this shit. Like I'm so far into this now that it's like I can't get out. You know what I mean? So I thought that was a pretty insane scene. But they're gonna still see each other. It's just they're at a point where she's kind of deciding that she doesn't really want any part of this, and Rex decides that he's so devoted to this that he's gonna stay. You know what I mean? Now, yeah, the overall scene, and I must say this was one of the funniest scenes of Invincible, where you have Powerplex. He's like standing there in front of the police officers and stuff. He's making a big scene. You got the lightning going off and stuff like that, and he's like, I have had enough of Invincible. The title card pops up. Like, he has destroyed enough. I want to know where Invincible is, because Invincible destroyed my life. So Invincible, like, they keep doing it. That was genuinely one of the funniest fucking scenes I've ever seen. Like, they just kept putting the title screen on the friggin' screen. I was like, okay, that's pretty creative, I'm not gonna lie. So that was good. But obviously, when we get the confrontation between him and Invincible, it's kind of insane because he uses his family, his young kid, as a ploy to make it look like he captured a family to lure Mark there. So obviously Mark wants to save the innocent people. Thing is, this family that he captured, Powerplex, isn't even an actual family. It's literally his family that he's putting up to this friggin', use, and then he's baiting Mark to get him over there. You know what I mean? Using your actual family, and this is when I gotta draw the line. Using your actual family to lure him there by the off chance that y'all could fight and shit could get screwed up, which is exactly what fucking happens. I mean, unfortunately, this guy he lets Invincible and the grief really take the better of him, and he gets his family killed in the process by all the, the power that he has, and they get burnt to a crisp. And Invincible is just like just mesmerized by it. He can't believe it, and he gets his family killed, and it's like, man, this is what revenge does to you, right? And I think he realizes that, but then at that point, he's got nothing to lose, so he just goes all out, and they do capture him. They do manage to get him, Cecil and the rest, but it doesn't exactly go all that well, and he does manage to escape, at least for a little bit there, until they manage to get him back. And then, of course, they got him, locked up, of course, and he basically says, he's like, listen, like, I am not, I'm not gonna break, you know what I mean? And when I get out of this, which I will, I'm gonna kill everyone you care about, Invincible. So it's pretty insane, man. And when you see the flashback at the beginning and then you see where he ends up at the end of the episode, it was really insane. And now we have to worry, because if you didn't see the post-credit, there's a bunch of fucking clones of Invincible that are looking to stir up some shit here. So I'm very excited to delve into the next episode. Very excited to review the next one. But anyway, thank you all for watching. What did you guys think of episode 6? I loved it. Seeing Aaron Paul, getting to see this iconic character from the comics be brought to the actual screen. And I overall very much enjoyed the story being told this episode. It was a really exciting one with a lot of great fight scenes and a lot of moral questions in this one too. You know what I mean? So I'm going to give this a perfect 10 out of 10. It's actually one of my more favorites of the season so far. I really enjoyed this one, and I think it was a really well done and well told story. So if you're new to the channel, guys, and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click subscribe and tune up to any of the videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys, and of course I'll see you guys really soon for more videos for Invincible. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.